Good day and welcome to the news. Photos of 314 Boko Haram terrorists that surrendered to Nigerian troops in Borno surfaces online. Now, the news in details. Just recently, 314 Boko Haram terrorists reportedly surrendered to the Nigerian troops in Bama local government area of Borno State on 29th of June 2022. According to the report, the 314 Boko Haram members surrendered after they were surrounded by the Nigerian army. It was gathered that the Nigerian army also rescued 12 farmers during the operation in Bama local government area. The photos were shared on the official Facebook page of the popular Nigerian newspaper with the name Leadership News. Below is a screenshot of the post, and the headline of the post is 341 Boko Haram /ISWAP terrorists surrendered to Nigerian troops in Bama local government area of Borno State. So here we have 314 Boko Haram terrorists actually surrendering to Nigerian troops in Borno State. And I think this is something we've seen over and over again since the emergence of Boko Haram and the insurgency in the country. We've seen situations where these Boko Haram members surrender to the Nigerian army, to the Nigerian troops, and then they are taken into they are actually taken for rehabilitation. They're not actually taken to prison. They're taken for rehabilitation, and then after some time they are then released to join the general public. And I think there was a time they were being taken abroad to further their education and all that. But we've seen situations like this, and we've also seen situations where certain Nigerian armies, certain members of the Nigerian army come to actually say that certain members of this Boko Haram terrorist group or ISWAP that were actually caught and handed over to the Nigerian government, that the Nigerian government then claimed were rehabilitated, then released to the general public, actually end up back with continuing with the terrorist groups. So we have situations where these people actually surrender, go back to go through the so-called rehabilitation, be released to the general public, and they decide to go back to this terrorist group and continue the arm they've started. So I really don't know what to think about this news, as it is something that we've seen over and over again through the years. Like, it has happened so many times. We have a situation of a particular lieutenant colonel in the Nigerian army that actually committed suicide in prison because he was about to be tried because he killed Boko Haram members. So this lieutenant said that he and his troops actually went into the forest to actually hunt down Boko Haram members. And after they did that, they arrested some Boko Haram members, and then they took them to their bosses in the army. And he said he's someone that recognizes phrases a lot. So he knew the phrases of the people he took to his bosses in the army. And then some weeks after, when they went back to continue that operation in actually hunting down these Boko Haram terrorists, they caught another set of Boko Haram terrorists. But then the funny thing was that in this set of Boko Haram terrorists they caught, the people he actually took to his bosses in the army to actually send them to prison and pass judgment on them were actually part of the new set they caught. And that actually set off the alarm in his head that these people aren't actually doing anything. You just catch them, take them to the camp, to the barracks, give them away to the bosses in the army, and then you go back into the forest to continue your operation. And these people are just dismissed and sent back. They don't really face any proper justice. And so when Ifa realized that, he decided to take justice into his own hands. And rather than sending or giving this new set of terrorists he caught to his bosses, he actually took his judgment into his own hands and killed them himself. And when his bosses found out, they actually decided to arrest him, put him in jail, and he was going to be tried for actually killing these Boko Haram members, these Boko Haram terrorists, and later he committed suicide in the prison. So when this news broke out, it actually led a lot of people to believe that these Boko Haram members, can they ever be repentant? I mean, we've seen situations of how horrible they do kill people. I mean, they actually film some of their killings and do it in a very, very gruesome manner. And you just get to think that, they will tell us that, some of them are being brainwashed by older people using their religion against them. But then, are they actually repentant? Do they actually want to not do it again, or do they actually surrender just because they've been caught? I mean, with the way a lot of terrorist groups operate, if you are caught, you either kill yourself or you just allow them to take you away. You can never tell them where the camp is or where the people that are heading the whole operation are and all that. We've heard stories of, in this same Nigeria, of how Boko Haram leaders are caught, and then they'll say, they want to talk, and before they can even speak up and actually name who is funding them and who their sponsors are, they are killed in prison. So when it actually comes to Boko Haram and ISWAP and all that, when I get to hear that, they actually surrendered to Nigerian troops and Nigerian army, I actually don't jubilate or feel happy, because at the end of this day, these people will still be let back into the state, into the general public in a matter of months, and they'll probably mix in with every other person and go back to doing whatever they were doing before. While we can't actually say every single one of them will go back to being terrorists, but most of them would actually go back to being terrorists, as that's the only thing they know. But then I want to believe that some of them are actually repentant and would actually make good use of the rehabilitation and turn their life around. So what do you, my able listeners, actually think about it? Do you think these Boko Haram members that surrender are actually repentant, or do you think that it's just the situation they find themselves in that actually makes them surrender? Please do that in the comment section down below. Please share your views, thoughts, and opinions in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our news channel, so you get an update anytime a post is made. That's it from us today, guys. Thank you and God bless.